Time off policies provide settings for all leave types such as vacation, sick, working remotely days, and so on. Is it always necessary to have multiple time off policies for the same leave type? No. Use individual allowances where only the default allowance for an employee is different to the default allowance on the time off policy. The individual allowance set at the employee level overrides the allowance at the time off policy level. What about the initial time off balance? How is this calculated in the software? Begin with the employee's start date. Take the default allowance or the individual allowance. Adjust for any time off policy settings such as the additional long-term service days. It is possible to change the time off balance if required.
Michelle works part-time in the finance team and she is entitled to 12 days vacation per year. The vacation time off policy has a default of 24 days, so you need to override this allowance just for this employee. You also need to reduce her opening time off balance for 2 days vacation that was recorded on the previous system. Manage the individual allowances under Settings. You can find this tab under the Time Off heading. Find the employee and the time off policy. Change the default time off allowance value. Remember to save this change. Now check the available balance in Michelle's time off summary. Change the balance to decrease the vacation days available and record the transaction. Michelle's opening time off balance is now showing correctly for the year. Notice some of her colleagues have additional days for long-term service, which are reflected in their time off balance. And that's an example of setting an individual allowance and changing a time off balance.